Good morning, everybody. Hope you are all doing fine and good during this pandemic period. Please take care of you, your family, and friends during this pandemic. So, in today's edition, I'm going to comment on Thomas Bolke of Council on Foreign Relations, who looks after the Global Health Program. And he is also the director of their about Global Health Program. And he wrote very good article in Atlantic yesterday. So his article was very well and good. He says US has challenges where China and Russia are doing great, and they are trying to use Western diplomacy for their needs. So when he came back to India, he quoted Freedom House and Swedish VK Democratic Institute or somebody, and said India is entering on the path of autocracy. So it is going to promote autocracy in the world. That type of the, within quotes, I could not understand what is the meaning of that. Dear sir, dear Thomas Bolke sir, India has until now, from its independence since 1947, 17 Lok Sabha elections. That is to elect the Prime Minister, we have to elect Member of Parliaments. In 2014, Prime Minister Modi, he got 282 seats with 31.34% mandate. Opposition Congress, they got 44 seats with 19.52% votes. Then in 2019, in the 17th Lok Sabha election, Prime Minister Modi, sir, he got 37.4% vote with 303 seats. That's a huge majority. Then the Congress party got 19.50%, that is less than 20%, with 52 seats. See, the question in India is, in India we are having center, states and union territories. There are elections for the central government, there are elections for the state governments. State governments spreading from north, south, east, west, then we have islands, then union territories. So every year we'll have 2 or 3 elections. Sir, for your kind information, please go to the Election Commission of India homepage and see how the elections happens, how much transparency is there, how compatibility is going on. So if Prime Minister Modi has every week cabinet decisions, and we have checks and balance, we have press, media, everybody who checks our democratic setup. So your article, I'm commenting on your article, smallpox, 1790s, Edward Jenner, then Britain and Spain took to the world, then Cold War, US and USSR tried to fight measles, mumps, infections. That's good. Today India also, with its own limitations, and we're having out of 6 billion, 1.3 billion population of the world here. With that, we are also caring for South Asia, which is called our subcontinent. We are exporting medicines, keeping something for our people to throughout the world. It has reached bilaterally, regionally, and it has become global. Brazil to Africa to Sri Lanka, Maldives, Bhutan, everywhere Indian medicines has gone. So please don't call India as an autocratic state, as India is a democratic state with a strong constitution where rule of law, dissent, right to preach religion and practice, it's very much existing in India. We have everybody living together. There are checks and balances. In few states, BJP lost government, but in other states they won. So this is a democratic process in India. So India never uses vaccine as a diplomacy tool for its interest, because we are rooted from our art throughout the civilization of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, where world is one family, and we care for Manava Dharma, where human values, everything exists with respect to everybody. We are against biological weapons, we are against nuclear weapons, we are against any type of war, but we want peace and love, and we don't want hegemony of anybody in these things. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Please never say, it is my view. As a see, in a democracy, you have right to say what is your view, but our view is please come to India, see our election commission, see our elections, how they take place, then give the comment. Thank you very much.